we're going to make it as normal as possible for our kiddos face-to-face and virtually. So they will have their own supply boxes, they'll be keeping their backpacks just by them, and every time we move around the classroom, make sure that we spray, use hand sanitizer, and anything they touch we'll be wiping down. The first 2 weeks of school we actually went over this for our science and how to be COVID safety. We taught them safety rules, and so they've been practicing at home and how to wash their hands and how important it is to stay home when you're sick.
This is the first year ever that I've had my desks, not in groups, spaced out in rows, kind of staggered. Have a little area for them to be able to spray down their desks if they need to, and hand sanitizer and stuff.
This is my first year teaching, so I always pictured myself back when I was in college teaching in the classroom with the students and doing it virtually. I know it's the safest way, but I would always love to have them in person so I can get that one-on-one time if they need it. I'm creating posters around the room that remind students to keep their mask on, to social distance, to wash their hands for at least a minute, and to use hand sanitizer whenever they leave the room or whenever they feel their hands are dirty. Posters that remind students not to touch each other, even if they're trying to play, because I know it's going to be hard for them to adjust.
Making the classroom accessible to students with as much distance between them as possible. The second is to try to get them the resources. If you notice that we have boards for each student, so there's not any overlap with students using the same materials right now, and to get them ready. We're also talking to them about what they need to prepare for as far as the curriculum and how classroom's going to look.
So after each class period, we are going to have students clean their area before they leave and sanitize their personal space and belongings. Things that belong to them, like backpacks, will be on the back of their chairs and not in a shared area. And again, with the desks being socially distanced, masks stay on in class.
Not using paperback books or hardback books and resorting more to online digital resources, so that they can do it on their Chromebooks, opposed to holding a book and then passing it to a neighbor.
I am so excited for them to be coming back, and I hope that's the case for everyone. I'm new to the school, new to the system, so I'm super excited to meet these kids in person, because the relationship we're building online is great, but I want to have that relationship in person. And there's just so much more I can do with them in the classroom. Our goal is to hopefully utilize the outside space a lot, because we have a pretty good outside courtyard.